Okay. Professor Chutatip.
Yes. Since Dario gave me homework to do, and he's afraid of being brain dead before going to brain dead before I die, so now spirituality and development, and what do you mean by spirituality? Spirituality is a concept with many perspectives. It includes a sense of connection to something bigger than ourselves. It involves a source for meaning in life. So it's coming to a very philosophical aspects. How do we understand life? And what is the meaning of life and the ultimate reality? Well, it's an interconnection between the two, the meaning of life and the ultimate reality. And I think in our lifetime we may reach to the point how to interconnect between the two. So I think that the understanding and become wholeness with everything. I think some of us try to do it this morning, try to connect between the two or try to bring the duality into one. And whatever you are trying to say, I think we come to a certain understanding of man's life and the universe together. How to become part of the reality, the universe and the truth is all connected. Even to understand the truth about the climate change, how to cope with the problem, these are the understanding of man and our development towards the reality. Now, the Eastern concept and Western concept, how to be one with nature. Well, in the West, mostly you associate with God. And if you understand God in terms of real nature, the wholeness, then the Eastern concept and the Western concept are not that far different. And simplicity in life, I think this is a very much an Eastern concept towards how to understand nature itself. It's the simplicity of life, how to see one simple reality in a very simple way. Even the God and the ultimate reality, as I just mentioned. And what is more important is how to understand the magic of now, the consciousness of being mindful. I think this is a key word for us to understand reality. And most important of all, that's why we are here. And Dario always said about love, the bioetics of love, and how to understand everybody in terms of compassion. That's why we are promoting understanding through knowledge. That's why we are having university like this, so that we can have the true understanding of the humanities at all. Now, when we talk about complete freedom, right now and at this age, I think that my concern mostly is to have the freedom. Not only freedom from life, but freedom from all the tangible objects that we can have. But mostly with understanding of all, how can we be free from fear? Be free from fear. Envy, anger, hatred, all this can be poison to ourselves. But with love and compassion, we can overcome all. Rumi, the Sufi sage, said that we have fear because we have no non-acceptance of uncertainty. If we are able to accept the uncertainty, we become adventurous. So this is the most important way to overcome fear, is to be able to accept the uncertainty in life, and how to understand it, and that uncertainty, that is our job to do so. And he even say more that for envy, Rumi also said that because of the non-acceptance of the good in others. That's why we have atheists. But if you accept that good, it become inspiration. This is so simple as that. And for anger, but can we overcome our anger? Because if we are able to go beyond the acceptance of things which are beyond our control, most of the time when we become angry with anything, because we cannot accept it. Someone so stupid, someone driving badly, we cannot accept that. So in Thailand, you bring guns to shoot one another because of one's anger, So, but if we understand that, we can tolerate other people much more. Rumi also say that hatred, because of the non-acceptance of a person for who or she is, so we become hatred. So to able to understand that, you are able to overcome hatred by love. And this is so fascination about love and compassion, because hatred itself, it can poison one's easy. For poison, anything that is beyond our necessity, it can be power, wealth, hunger, ego, greed, laziness, love, ambition, hatred, anything that's no understanding and acceptance. This is poison. If you only know that power, wealth, hunger, ego, greed, laziness, love, and ambitions, hatred, or anything, these are the things that can poison one easily. What do you mean by wealth? If you have wealth and you don't know how to manage with it, it can cause a lot of danger to many people, including greediness, laziness. But love in this sense it doesn't mean the universal love, but it means something that can poison other people if you don't know how to love. It can be badly danger to other people. Well, so the problem is when we talk about understanding and acceptance, how do we understand and accept the things as it should be? To understand and accept other people. Michael de Montaigne, one of the Enlightenment thinkers in France, the French Enlightenment, suggested 4 rules, which I think that is important for one to come to understanding the life and understanding to the sense of acceptance many others. He said, first, sound like very much so Socrates, to understand oneself, to know oneself, to understand oneself. But Montaigne further that to understand is not easy, it's not enough, but to accept oneself is more important. One may understand it, but one may not accept it, because to understand ourselves is very difficult to accept it. At once you know that yourself is not as great as you think you are, because to know who you are, you have the good points and the bad points. But to accept it means you have to accept it, both the points, which is very difficult. And to the third point is that to understand others and accept others, it means that put yourself in your shoes first, and then you can know how other people will feel yourself. Most of the time we understand ourselves, but we can't understand other people. So it's all related, the number 1 to number 3. Many examples that can tell us of that. To understand and accepting yourself first is to come before accepting others. This is very important. So another point is that to live according to one's own nature. After the first 4, then you can reach to the number 4, to the 4th point. Now, how to reach to all this? is easy through mindful meditation. This means that when you are having mindful meditation, you have to look closely to yourself at all times, in our action and our thoughts. It's like at every single moment, you have to be mindful, like a cat jumping on the rat. You know, you are very cautious of what you're doing. So they suggested spend time 12 to 10 minutes a day observing oneself in order to observe and able to understand and accepting yourself. And then completely come to the love and fully accept understanding others. Besides that, to become one with the ultimate reality, one needs to write diary, reflects upon one's thought and action. The ultimate truth, loving kindness can be reached through this way. So this is a very simple step. I would say that the development of one's spiritual can be gained through by repeating, observing, being mindful in all you do. Spend time quietly alone, but right now it's so difficult for us to spend time quietly alone. Why? Because like Ajahn Sorat always have computer in front of him all the time. Never quiet that here. Probably when he go to sleep, then he will discard from the computer. Anyway, hey, why not that on your young generation? They always have the mobile phone with them all the time. There's no way for them to be lonely. No way for them to be able to think for themselves. You know? But Ajahn Sorat is different. He's a man of the thinker. Himself, he played violins or piano, you know. So, how to spend a time quietly by yourself? At least 30 minutes. So, when you meditate upon mindfulness for 15 or 30 minutes a day, as is important. Another one is also have to write diary, reflecting upon one's thought and one's action. This is very important also. This is a very brief homework for you. They're real. So I don't have that much future for the next generation if they don't have time for themselves. So I think it's a reflection upon oneself, one's thought, and how to be mindful all the time. I think it's essential to bring love and kindness and compassion towards others. Otherwise, you are always on the go on what's going on, and you never know what to be with yourself at all times. Okay, this is about it. Anyone want to make any comments or any suggestions? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful.
No comment? Okay, this is a short.
Well, I would just say that you made a very good platform for my presentation
Okay.
because it's based on what you said.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.